about Natalie Harp tonight. I understand you've got a very specific story here that sheds some light on this very important staffer.
Well, it just shows you how much she cares about President Trump and how she wants to be in proximity to him. This was back in 2023 when President Trump was in court in New York, and he was going down to head to the courthouse, and the motorcade was waiting outside of Trump Tower when staffers realized that there weren't enough seats for Natalie Harp. They hadn't accounted that she would be going down to the courthouse, and she was told that. Now, a screaming match then ensued in the lobby of Trump Tower at that time, with essentially Harp saying that the president had personally asked her to go, and she was so determined to not be left behind that she actually got in the trunk of one of the SUVs that was part of the motorcade and sat there. It's almost like a cargo hold, and that was according to multiple sources and to a photo that I obtained and reviewed that showed the space that she had been in and her sitting there.
Breaking. Trump's relationship with Natalie Harp takes scandalous new twist. We're learning here at Green News Daily that Trump's aide, Natalie Harp, reportedly worked in the White House for over a year without completing the process of a security clearance. Can you believe that? Despite the extraordinary access that she has to the president, where she's with him every single night, security officials reportedly raised concerns, while staff efforts to limit her proximity failed. She's not only up with him all night, sometimes she's up with him until the early mornings in his bedroom. Trump eventually intervened, and Harp recently received clearance. Why is Harp allowed such extraordinary access for so long without any clearance? How is it that that's even legal? Any ideas?
It was really an extraordinary moment for so many people around President Trump who really, things come and go in Trump world in terms of who gets a seat where, whether it's on the plane, whether it's in the motorcade. But she was so determined she was going to get that seat and go down to the court with President Trump. And what I learned through this reporting today is she's really made her role with President Trump indispensable. She is the one who deals with lawmakers and allies and government liaisons. She is texting them messages from President Trump, articles that President Trump wants these lawmakers to see, and vice versa. They are reaching out to her if they want to get in touch with President Trump, if they want him to see something. So she's known as the human printer in part because she is constantly printing out information for him so he has it at his fingertips. One of the things that a source told me is that he's often used how fast Natalie Harp is. Now, part of that is the fact that she is in proximity to President Trump all of the time. We often see her when we go to these Oval Office events. She's standing just on the periphery of the room, smiling, nodding along as President Trump is speaking, and it really goes to her devotion. Now, I did talk to some people who said that she has ruffled feathers throughout her tenure with him, both on the campaign and at the White House, in particular because she insists that her boss, that she only reports to President Trump, but she is actually a White House staffer, and there are a plethora of other White House staffers who actually operate within the chain of command, but she seems to exist kind of in a different plane here, given the role that she's carved out for herself, and she is uniquely influential in this White House, and particularly when it comes to President Trump.
And as you point out, Kristen, someone who's uniquely influential with the President of the United States is an important